Hi, welcome. I'm Wendy Irene, founder of GiveLoveCreateHappiness.com. Go to that website if you want to see more of these readings, meditations that I do, some recipes. But I just want to say thank you so much for all the support. I really appreciate you guys. I really appreciate your energy. It's so giving and loving, and it means a lot to me, and I love doing these readings for you. So thank you for showing up here for me. And today I'm doing a reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. I would recommend watching your Moon, Rising signs as well, or Venus, especially when it comes to love, because sometimes you'll get a bigger picture of all the energies. And then go with your intuition about what are the messages that are in this reading that are meant for me. I don't believe it's any accident that you're here, so I feel like there's some energy, even if the whole thing doesn't fit you, there's some kind of message or spiritual message that's meant for you. Let's get started, Cancer. So I did a 10-card spread for you, and I like to pull the cards ahead of time. I know that's not what a lot of readers do, but I like to spend time with the cards. Sometimes I jot down some notes, and just that's kind of how I work it right now. So the Hera Font came out twice in this reading, which means there's a huge emphasis on it. It was also the first card that came out, and that's the card of Taurus. So some of you may be dealing with a Taurus. It doesn't mean that all of you are, but it wouldn't surprise me because Cancer is water and Taurus is earth, and Cancer and Taurus often work really well together as a combination. So although I'm not, I don't go into it with the intention of this being a love reading, there's big signs here that this is about love. It's really undeniable. It seems mostly like this is about love. So I'm going to explain that to you here. So one of the reasons why I feel like there is this very strong, call it like soulmate, meant to be love match type of thing going on is because I have the Hera Font and Justice. Now, in most decks, I can understand why you'd be like, how does that have anything to do with a love match? But in this Egyptian deck, the Hera Font and Justice are Isis and Osiris, the Egyptian goddess and god that they're known for their marriage and their beautiful relationship and their love and devotion to one another here. And Isis uses her magical ways to help resurrect Osiris from the dead temporarily to then produce a son, Horus. Anyway, so when I see these two cards together and I'm dealing with this Egyptian deck, I think like the ultimate soulmate pair here. The other reason that I feel like there is a complete soulmate match is that in the second deck that I used, I have both the King and Queen of Plumes. So Plumes in this deck is equivalent to water or cups. So this is love, emotion, and this is a match, the Queen and the King here. So there is intense emotions for each other. There is intense love for each other here. You don't have to attach sex to these cards. Like when I'm talking about them, it's easy to talk about it in that way because of the way that they are in the pictures. But just know, like, who are you thinking about? The sex doesn't necessarily matter, okay? But apparently in this deck, this fish and this octopus are soulmates. Okay, so the Hera Font coming out first. This is the energy, like this is the revealer of sacred things here. This was considered the high priest, or like it's a connecting point. So I feel like there's another way of saying like there's some kind of connection going on here. This card is all about opening the inner voice. Okay, so the inner hearing, that would be your intuition. And Taurus and this card rule the neck and the inner ear here. So that's also about like the inner teacher. It's awakening the voice of the inner teacher here. And it represents wisdom. So this is all about tuning into yourself. It's a message of what you see is not all there is. And you're going to find that out or figure that out through your intuition. You have another card here that's basically telling me the same thing. the Moon card. Something is not revealed, or something is not as it seems. Something is, you could call it hidden. But you're going to find whatever that is, whether it's information or a feeling that you didn't know was there, or feelings that the other person has that you didn't know. You're going to find that by listening to your intuition, through your inner teacher. So the next card that came out here is the Four of Pentacles. This can be an energy of hanging on to the past. So I have right underneath it the Six of Plumes. What I'm feeling is that somebody here in this connection has intense suffering that has something to do with the past. Maybe they've had trouble letting go of it, or they feel stuck to the past in some kind of way. But the Six of Plumes comes here to really offer a feeling of optimism after intense suffering and offer balance. This is a card of like luck being on your side. It also can be that there may be a move, or someone moving towards you, or you moving towards someone else. It can be potentially a move over water. It can be a journey of some type. I feel like this journey has something to do with like letting go of this past energy that is needing to happen here, because this is kind of like stubbornly holding on to the past. So clinging to something could be like, you know, maybe the past suffering. Maybe it's that you need to, or your person needs to let go of that suffering, or there's something from the past that really needs to be let go of. But there is this card of optimism here. So it's saying to feel optimistic, that, you know, that there is this journey or this move towards balance here. And then Justice, the Isis card here, is also about balance, about justice coming in for you. So you want to receive justice in some way, and that is coming in for you here. It is right underneath it. I have the Six of Bones. So this is really about good things coming to you. So maybe you kind of got the short end of the stick before, and now the universe is like, okay, it's your time, and there's these good things coming in for you, this abundance. It could be that like you become so abundant, or like with your time and energy or money, that you actually help others. It could be that maybe some of you might be providing work for other people as well, or like doing some kind of charity work, or just helping others in some kind of a way here. And this balance and these good things coming in for you help you to be able to have the time, the energy, the resources, the money, or whatever it is to be able to do that. So the Moon card here, again, that we were just talking about, directly underneath it is the Hera Font. As I said, it came up twice in this deck. So there's something that you're being asked to explore by going within to your inner teacher, to your intuition, to your inner knowing. I would really recommend that you do that by complete quiet and space from everything, just to listen. I would say don't be afraid to just sit there and stare at a wall. I know that sounds funny, but like no distractions. And sometimes, like, I love guided meditations, and I offer guided meditations, and I do chakra cleansing as well as a meditation, but that's when I'm focusing on each chakra and trying to like keep the energy healthy and moving. But sometimes like the absolute best meditation is when you're trying to do absolutely nothing. You're not trying to work on yourself. You're not trying to force anything. You're just being, just simply being. And it's like all of a sudden this magical door opens sometimes where you get messages. There might be times where nothing comes through at all. And that can happen a lot. But you keep showing up and you keep listening to the universe. And when it's meant to, you will get the information you need when you take that space and time to really hear yourself. And I like to think of the moon energy as a soft, beautiful glow. It's a very feminine energy here. And then the next card that comes up is also the Empress, which is a beautiful feminine energy. So whether it's you or a person you're thinking of, this person is looking beautiful and looking great, and they're very fertile. it's like a fertile energy. So like, I feel like beautiful things are going to be born from this. It's just this card of like sitting in this beautiful place, sitting in this beautiful energy, and looking good and feeling good and smelling good and all of it. Okay, it feels amazing. And then it's I just noticed this. So this is a very beautiful energy that has the Queen of Cups right underneath it. This emotional love and emotional maturity. But then when you have over here, it's like there's like this divine masculine and feminine energy, because what's directly above the King of Plumes is the Hera Font. This very wise energy here with this beautiful energy, and they're directly above the Queen and the King here. So that's a really interesting thing, because you can think of it maybe that balance of the divine masculine and feminine energy here. Okay, Cancer, I would say the main message here is that, like, especially with Hera Font twice, that whether this is like a love reading for you and there's some kind of beautiful, intense match here, you're being called to go within and listen to your inner teacher. Listen to yourself. That is the greatest message here. I hope that this helped you. I am so happy to see you. Thank you so much for all of you that like really want to help support this channel and help it grow, and thank you for doing that by liking it and subscribing. It means the world to me, and I hope you have a beautiful week, and I will see you again soon. Bye.